Words of Wonder is probably around 88% driven by ad revenue. Basically, depending on the day of the week, that game is earning anywhere from 95 to 120K a day in ad revenue.
Puzzle, there's word.
And then you have Wordscapes, which is more IAP monetized, which is about 55% ad revenue, which is anywhere between 90 to 125K a day in revenue with ads, right?
It's 4 a.m. and we're rolling the dice. Mate drops knowledge made of gold and ice. Felix with ads making those coins rise. Jack up designs, worlds chasing the sky. We're the 2.5 gamers, the midnight crew. Talking UA adverts and game design too. Mate, Felix, Shaka bringing the insight. We're rocking those vibes till the early daylight. Mate, UA, master eyes on the prize. Tracking data through the cyberspace skies. Felix stacks dollars like a wizard in disguise. Jacob's crafted realms lift us to the highs. 2.5 gamers talking smack. Slow hockey stick, got your back. Ads are beautiful, they light the way. Click it fast, don't delay.
What do we do now?
Word.
Not
What's
word.
going on? Word.
Yeah, the word.
The word?
The word.
The word.
Word. What's
How
the
about
word,
everybody?
Mathieu?
What's the word?
The word is the bird.
The word is the bird. The bird is a word.
Oh, very cool. Okay, good. Welcome, everybody. My name is Matej Lančarič.
I'm Felix Broberg.
And I'm Jakob Remer.
And we
are
your
hosts.
That's the best one I think we've done so far.
I think so as well. So we're going to talk about Word Search Explorer, I guess.
What do you mean?
Yeah?
Yes. 100%.
Okay,
we're
good.
talking about Word Search Explorer.
Okay, I'm just trying to confirm that.
By PlaySimple Games, which was acquired by MTG, but that's the topic du jour that we're going to talk about because this game is absolutely killing it.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people don't know a lot about the word category, which is its own
Because it's
subgenre.
boring and nobody cares about word games.
I agree. But the thing is that word games are an integral part in the mobile ecosystem because this is pretty much the games that are driving the biggest download numbers where basically people find games, right? And yes, I agree, these games are boring. I usually don't play them. I've played some of them, but it's usually for clients. I don't like it, but a lot of users, a lot of people do. And these are some of the games that have some of the highest DAUs. And yeah, they either monetize either 100% pretty much through ads or about 55% through ads.
That's what I want to say that's what I want to say when I said they're boring, because they're not boring, but all the games or word games I managed before on the UA side were skewed towards IAP revenue and not that much for ads, which means it's really expensive and really high CPI if you are going for the IAP revenue in these games, which sucks, and they're not scalable. That's why everybody's doing ads, and that's why you are in love with word games. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much for coming. See you next week. Well, okay, so numbers, or what are we gonna do? We're gonna play.
I can share just
you can share
quickly.
That's new. That's a new one.
So look at the word category here in the last 30 days, right? So here we have by downloads the beast that we're talking about today, which is Word Search Explorer. And as you can see, it's racked up global downloads of about 8.8 million downloads.
Last 30 days.
Last 30 days, right? Which is a lot, right? So the old champion, which is Words of Wonders by Fugo Games, has generated...
That's like the oldest game ever.
I know, right? It's been around forever, right? It's been the undisputed champion for the ad monetized segment of the word games. And if you go here, right, and look by active user base, it tells a bit of a different story, right? Because here, Words of Wonder still has an active user base of about 3 million users. But Word Search Explorer is like nibbling at its heels at 2.9 million active, like daily active users, right?
Been there forever is 2018 now?
What?
Like, I'm just checking where Words of Wonder like released on the stores, and it's like 2018.
No, it should be way longer than.
Check the chart.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, like Words of Wonder and Wordscapes, like these games have been around forever. The new entrants kind of are Cryptogram that we talked a bit about. What was it, about half a year ago? But like, for example, here, Wordscapes, nearly 1.2% of all impressions shown by Meta in the US is through this game. And about 1.4% of Google impressions on mobile is shown through
Wordscape is Social
Wordscapes.
Point, right?
No, it's App 11.
No, App 11.
App 11. Yeah.
Really?
App 11. There's also
Yeah.
Words with
Word
Friends
Life.
with
Word Life was
Take-Two.
Yeah. So you can see this in the last 12 months here, right? That in the last 12 months, what's really started to happen is that Word Search Explorer has really started to dominate the market and take over in a really big way. Let me just add cryptogram here as well.
Can you do the magic button?
Yeah, of course.
stack,
Yeah,
because
yeah, here we go. Stack.
he can't, his
He can't
eyes
see
can't
unstacked,
process.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just look at active users because it's really probably the best metric to look here. But you can see here that, yeah, Word Search Explorer is starting to catch up with, Words of Wonder, which is quite impressive. Let's do the last all time just to see here.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah, I know,
Hello.
right? So Wordscapes came out what year? I guess it came out in June 2018 maybe, and then you have Words of Wonder. Wordscapes coming out in 2017, and Words of Wonder coming out way later than that in 2018. But
Man,
then,
the Words with Friends game is even older. It's 2017. Why are we not including it there?
Yeah, can you actually do, maybe Jakub, you can do this better because we know Felix.
I know Felix in charts.
Yeah, Felix in charts, but the whole word category maybe in just push the button.
Well, this is also a category that Jakub's like, I had to convince him, like, why is this important?
I know.
Like for me, the category was always like localization is hell in this category. That was always the
localization is key. It's not hell, it's key.
Yeah, it's key, and therefore is hell.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, so that was the download chart that Felix was talking about.
Yeah,
but there's also revenue-based games in this category that we need to talk about, which is okay, so there's Boring New York Times game, which is dominating it. And then there's Words with Friends, word game from Zynga, now owned by Take-Two. And then there's the Wordscapes game. And then all these other games, basically. Also, Scrabble Go is counted into it from scope.
Of course it is.
So
just go for the... Is this the whole...
This is the whole
category.
Word category.
Okay. And then just go towards the graph.
You want the whole market?
Yeah, the whole market. Yeah.
Okay,
the whole market.
We can do a little bit of exercise.
Yeah, so exactly. let me just add some context here. It's just, so I ran some numbers before the podcast because I've played a lot of these games, Words of Wonder and Wordscapes, because they're quite big in my area for ad monetized games, right? So Words of Wonder is probably around 88% driven by ad revenue, and basically depending on the day of the week, that game is earning anywhere from 95 to 120k a day in ad revenue.
Puzzle, there's word.
And then you have Wordscapes, which is more IAP monetized, which is about 55% ad revenue, which is anywhere between 90 to 125k a day in revenue with ads, right?
Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty stable, maybe on the decline.
I mean, that's what you saw from the when I had it before. Basically, Word Search Explorer is taking downloads from Words of Wonder and Wordscapes. That's what it looks like, pretty much. This category is not going anywhere.
Revenue-wise, it's going up because there's the new monetization ways. But
you have to look at the overall downloads, I think, or active user base, because ad revenue is such a big part. Yeah, active user base, because revenue.
But I'm not sure you can get that.
Is not the best thing to look at here because it's the total user base you need.
Yeah, but in game intelligence, is downloads.
That's like better indicator.
Downloads are pretty stable.
We can do downloads. I don't know if I can put here the AU.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe somebody else last time corrected me. Let me know, please, in the comments.
If downloads are stable, then active user base will be stable as well.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I just want to see, like, how does this look like? If it's growing, not growing, same thing. Weeks, just go months at least.
Looks very stable, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
This is what Corona, as expected.
Yeah, of course. What did you do in Corona? Well, word games.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Thank you very much.
So should we actually talk about the game itself?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Are you in Malaysia?
Wow.
I don't know where I'm
You're in Malaysia. You're in Malaysia right now.
It's just written there.
Yeah, I'm in Malaysia.
Because you know why? You know why I noticed? Because I'm also in Malaysia.
Yeah, of
really?
course. Yeah.
Where are you, Matej? Which country?
I'm in Slovakia.
Yeah, that's not even a country.
Level
isn't it?
0. He's still
Level
playing
0.
Disney Solitaire.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm playing 187. So thank you very much.
Told you.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, let's do a quick product rundown. So the thing.
I was in Denmark like a few days ago.
Wait.
Let's not go there.
Wait, before you start, should we also mention that PlaySimple Games is this Indian studio that's kind of known for these type of word games, and that's their specialty. And they were purchased by my fellow countrymen, MTG, in the Stockholm guys.
Battle of Countries now.
Okay, yeah, exactly. In July.
Local.
Yeah, exactly. They were purchased in July 2021 for $360 million, and which doesn't include the earnout, which I guess they're really earning right now. So yeah.
Yeah, so
earning
as you
right
see,
now.
this is basically a crossword puzzle. So opposite to something like wordscapes, where you have those 5 letters that you need to make connections with, and then you do the things that's in the requirements. This is a regular crossword puzzle, which probably means it's much more casual and approachable, because people, again, from the real world are taught to do crossword puzzles, not 5 letters in some pentagram motion.
The word wheel, the letter wheel.
The word wheel, yeah.
Exactly. So that's why it's just so.
Do you have wordscapes there as well that you can bring up?
Oh yeah, I can bring up wordscapes. What do you need?
No, the
wordscapes
gameplay from
the
wordscapes, just to show the difference.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. It's like a web youtube.com wordscapes.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I have it here.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
It's a really old version, but okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a crossword in the top. It's
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
wheel.
It's a wheel. It's a wheel.
Is it a
And
flywheel?
by the way, they change it. They change it sometimes. Sometimes it's just like specific words. Even in Malaysia, there were sentences here where you don't even know the words, and they're just like sentence with blanks, and you need to fill in the blanks with the words that you find in the crossword puzzle.
Can you do
That's
the
daily
blanch?
challenge. That's the daily challenge.
The blanch on the first row from left. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Steam.
And Steam there. Yes, there's Steam. Thanks. Thank you. I'm in peace now.
There we go. You got answer.
Oh my god, this is so good.
110, Matej. Well done, man.
Itamayonk. There you go. Oh fucking hell. This is the best. This is the best ad ever. I love these Vitamayonk ads. Oh my. So now it's actually okay. So it's Stephen Hawking versus Albert Einstein. Perfect.
Can you please skip the interstitial, man? Like,
no, why?
Press the play button.
I'm trying.
Press the play. You press the play button on the there. There we go.
Yeah, and there you go. There's a playable.
Thank you, Felix, for making this extra painful.
What?
Yeah, just
you don't start the skip until you do that.
Yeah, it's
no worries.
Of course.
Yeah.
Superb.
So we're here. You complete the levels. You get these wisdom points, which I still don't really understand.
Doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
It gives you a sense. It gives you basically.
Yeah. There's this like occasional clustering of levels through these gifts that gives you currency. Collection of wisdom tournament. Now we're talking.
Start it.
I think there's royal match stuff happening. Yeah, there's royal match stuff happening. That's great. So they're slowly adding
baby royal match.
Yeah, stuff. baby steps, of course. But they need to. But where's my collection?
In Malaysia.
No, here they are. So monuments. So this is the Temu version of collectible album, basically. You get a nice quote and that's it. Like no progression, nothing. Probably generated by
the target
AI.
audience here is not like your power user gamer, right? This is like skews like older, right? Yeah.
Trust me, if this would be put behind loot boxes and you would collect it and it give you rewards, it would make its impact, even though you're an Einstein or whatever, Stephen Hawking. So, yeah.
Explain that a bit better, just so how you'd actually do that.
What do you mean?
How would you put a loot box in this?
It's normal, usual setup that has Monopoly Go or Royal Match.
We just talked about it in Disney Solitaire. You just get these stickers in the album from...
Yeah.
Like, instead of a direct sticker, you put the rewards around the whole app from these loot boxes and you get the stickers. And then you get to trade the stickers with other people outside of the app,
which creates the viral effect, which then increases the whole organic.
Trust me, man, if they would put a little bit more effort into this Temu shit, like, they can make it much more impactful. That's it.
Jakub is basically saying, trust me, bro. This is how it's done.
Thank you. Explained it a little bit, but trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. This is how it works.
Feel free to go online, look out operational conditioning, how it works, and there you go. Very easy.
I spoke to a couple people that work at PlaySimple, and basically they're really looking forward to this. So yeah, good explanation.
Yeah, no worries. Behavioral psychology always works. So that's our level saga, which we don't even have. We have these nice pictures of Malaysia now, which changes from time to time. There's the streak mechanic. There's
more games.
More games, of course. We need to have that.
Cross promo.
How do I exit this now? Back to the game. Okay, great. No ads offer, which is not even having a pop-up. It goes directly into
kind of standard in these games. Yeah.
Sales. Shop, which is very, very basic as usual. Nothing really to it.
Stop here, because this is one of the most clever monetization features on the Admon side. They've basically shifted completely from Words of Wonder and Wordscapes to basically moving the rewarded ad for extra coins from the store to basically when you exit the shop. So what they're doing there is basically, if you're not paying in the game, then you see the rewarded ads pop up. So if you exit now, you'll see this. I have watched up to 11 videos without actually being capped. But this is actually one of the things that they've invented, which is super clever. Because basically when you're playing and you leave the store, that's when you see it. And really clever innovation right there.
So you can trigger it there. That's
nice.
Yeah,
exactly. So if you go and open the level again, you can see also, if you start a level, you can see here, get the coins. So basically that's another way at the bottom.
I heard also the PlaySimple company gets 25 coins every time you say basically.
Yes.
Thank you, Master Admon Kenobi.
Yes. Devil's in the detail.
Yeah, of course.
That's great. That's good. So after level 27, daily challenge unlocks. Again, this was the sentence I was... Helen Keller. This was the sentence I was talking about, that you just get the sentence as an assignment. You don't even know the words. You need to find them in the crossword puzzle, so it's there. And then you play a lot of these different crossword boards that vary in their size. Like they sometimes are big, sometimes are small. I think they're... Yeah, the important thing is that there's pretty much no difficulty to it.
No, so basically here, there's a lot of things that's going on in the level design. And what I'm saying with level design is how big the board actually is, right? So one of the things you'll notice if you're playing this game is that they keep alternating how big and how many words you have to find from the different words between each level. And this is kind of a mix that they basically have taken a little bit from cryptogram and they've taken a little bit from Words of Wonder. So at the top, you have the percentage of players that complete the level. But if you complete this level, you'll see that the next one will be considerably easier. So this level has 8 or 9 words that you have to find. That's usually always followed.
What's easier on
it's just smaller. It's like less letters, and it's like.
But I have infinite amount of time to solve
exactly,
it.
Yeah,
exactly. But it's like it gives you the illusion that it's easy. This will gives you the illusion that it takes a bit of time to solve.
What are you talking about?
But then, so if you finish this level, the next level will only have 5 words or 6 words that you need to find instead of 9.
So
and the overall letters will be smaller.
You didn't help yourself.
There's no fail state in this.
Exactly.
Actually, no fail state.
There's
Yeah, but it's like it takes time.
If you put 1 minute, yeah, sure. If you put 1 minute timer here, then it's really hard. If you put 30 seconds here, it's harder. If you put 5 minutes, it's still harder. If you put infinite amount of time that you can actually complete this, it's easy. You can spend the whole fucking day in this.
Okay,
in
maybe
this
difficulty is not the way, but okay, like this pacing of the game then.
I mean, I'm not sure where you are getting to.
If you finish this level, you see that the next one will look very different,
Sure,
right?
fine,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
fair. Let's him. I mean, I can get the come on, stop laughing, man. Stop laughing. I'm trying to see like so there's a big board versus small board, and then like how the levels are changing.
But I was expecting that Felix would say something about like ads change based on that, like the banners are smaller or bigger or something. I don't know. Like
yeah, so the biggest difference here is right, like the biggest difference between the incumbents in this market, right, is that in Words of Wonder you start seeing banner ads after level 6. In Wordscapes you start seeing it after level 8. Interstitials come from in Words of Wonder after level 10, and Wordscapes level interstitials come usually between 11 or 12. Word Search Explorer, you really see the first interstitial ads around level 24, which
so segmentation is different.
It takes a lot longer basically to start seeing the interstitial ads. And the banner ads, which are visible only during the gameplay, pop in around level 11. So what they've done is they're sacrificing early monetization for retention. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And one of the main things that all the other incumbents also do, which is really weird, is that they also have banners on the main menu. So one of the things is that these games monetize quite a lot with banner ads because they have long gameplays, right? So you really want to have the banner screen unbroken when you move from the main menu when you start the game to also when you're doing the game, because then you can get more refreshes of the banners, right? So
Bush
that's something they haven't
above the root. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
stem is from
at the top.
Right.
Top.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And then
Perfect.
Interstitial.
Farm gem. Is this farm gem or no? It looks like it's not a farm gem.
It's like bus something.
It looks like bus whatever. Okay, excellent.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
more wisdom.
More wisdom. Congrats.
Yeah. There we go. There's a royal match right there. That's great.
Yeah.
And you see here, there's less words.
Smaller.
It's smaller.
It is smaller.
Sure.
Yeah, it's smaller.
But so what you're saying is pretty much they're changing the optical illusion for pushing you to use hints.
Exactly.
That's what's happening.
Yeah. And also it's like if you spend that much time finishing a board, if you see a bigger one, you might be like, oh, I just spent so much time, and you go like, oh, this is smaller, I'll do it quickly.
Like that's the level curve changing, but again the difficulty is a little bit of a different word here. But yeah, I get that.
I couldn't phrase it as elegantly as you. I'm sorry, but
we're not game designers. I'm sorry, unfortunately we're not game designers. Right, Mr. G, Doctor of Psychology, game designer, PhD. Like my life.
Yeah. So
but it works great. Like it works great, like Felix said. It knows what it does. It's not something like, I may be laughing, but they know what they're doing. Like that.
They're earning quite a lot of money.
Yeah. Should we go to that now?
Yes,
revenue,
please.
Ad revenue. So this game, I estimate, is 95% ad revenue driven. Ooh. And majority of this comes from interstitials, right? And right now, I estimate that they're basically showing around 3 rewarded ads on half of the user base and about 4 interstitial ads because it's delayed a bit. So right now, depending on the day and the DAU, this game is earning anywhere between 150 and 168K a day from ads. 168K a day from ads. So, interesting things here is according to Sensor Tower. Users. Active users. So if you go to the active user base, you'll see like this is just.
My God.
yeah, this is going to the moon, right? Like this is going to be the new dominating game.
Is this Jakub a hockey stick in your vocabulary?
AppLovin has already copied this game. There's a bunch of companies that already started to copy this, right? But these guys are scaling. They know what they're doing. And the interesting thing is that they are kind of hindering their monetization because they're monetizing so late. There's also one thing. Basically, there's 3 issues I have with the game that I'm kind of looking from the outside, and I'm a bit curious why they've done it this way. And one of the main ones is that, okay, so according to Sensor Tower, the session length is 11.3 minutes a day, and the session count is 2.3. And what all other games also on the market do is that they do an interstitial on second app open. So that's the main thing I really don't understand why they haven't done, because essentially right now
if you have 2 sessions per day, you should
there'd be 1.3 interstitials extra per day, right? So right now the yearly revenue or the run rate is increasing quite a lot, but if it stays the same as today but it's increasing, would be about 56 million a year in ad revenue. Yeah,
wow.
nuts, huh? Yeah,
insane.
But here's the crazy thing is if they added app open interstitials on subsequent app opens, that would be an extra 21K a day or an extra 8 million a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. One placement.
With one placement, right? And
if they
the
do
same thing.
If they do it like the app open in a way that you were talking about, it's not Google one,
there's not that much coins, I think, to give. Maybe you could do that, but the kind of standard in the word category is just you show an interstitial. Like, Words of Wonder does it. There's a couple of more examples, but yeah, that's it's Words of Wonder and Wordscapes, and I think Word Connect does it as well. And that brings me to the second point as well, right? So remember what I said about the banner placements, right? So they don't have it on the main screen, but they do have it during the core gameplay. So this movement that Jakub just did, what happens on the mediation side is like you have to reload it when you come back in, right? When we're waiting right now, the mediation platform is deciding to show a banner ad, right? This takes time. That's why you keep the same one, so you have higher impressions per DAU. That really matters in these games, right? So right now, I would estimate that if they also had a banner on the home screen, I don't know how much time, but basically just for the loading, I think they would earn an extra 5K a day if they had it on the main screen. So yeah, it adds up, right? So yeah.
Always talking about how much money they could potentially earn, but how much lower retention they could get out
exactly.
of this.
They're doing a retention play, right? So just saying there's a lot of things they can do to squeeze the rock even more, but I guess they're choosing scale over that, and they want to dominate. Yeah.
Hey, because if you're delaying this until level 24, then you're definitely going after retention, not monetization early on. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, if I understand correctly, this is basically the reason that they already did so many word games that they pretty much build the expertise now.
Yeah.
So this is their breakthrough word game now.
I mean, they've had some pretty big games before as well.
Okay.
So the last thing, I looked in their adapts.txt file, which is huge, right? They're working with everyone. The only thing that I don't see there, yeah, exactly. Don't work with me, but yeah, the only thing I don't see there is Moloko, which is weird, right? Because it's the biggest DSP, probably would be 10% of their overall revenue, which means that you could probably add on another 30% of that 10%. So that's $1.7 million a year they're losing out on because of that. So just from an SDK integration.
Let's check. Is their biggest game overall?
Active user base. That's what you need to look at for this. It's all word games.
Okay.
Which you won't be able to do in this.
Which I won't be able to do in this setting.
And there you go. Thank
you.
Hello. Yeah.
Are you going for Einstein's, Mate?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure.
I'm expecting a lot of cryptogram-inspired creation.
Expecting a lot of Einsteins and Hawkings and other
what does
psychology
that even
things.
Mean?
And get your health better and fake doctors' recommendations.
Don't be that. I mean, in the word category, I don't think it's that crazy. Oh, I mean, it is crazy everywhere, but surprise, surprise. Uploving everywhere.
Yeah, they're mediating on uploving for sure.
You mean they have enough money to scale?
Yeah. Maybe they're actually working with the partner. Who would that be?
Wait, who would be a good... What? PVX?
PVX partners? Maybe. Because today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, PVX Partners, the simplest and most effective credit line for marketing. If you're scaling your game and need funding, here's the deal, guys. PVX Partners, no equity dilution. You can repay as you get paid. It's flexible and fast. So you can also secure funding in 30 days and get a term sheet in just 24 hours. So don't wait. Take control of your UA budget without giving away a piece of your company. So visit pvxpartners.com and see how they can help you grow your game. Like these guys. I mean, maybe they're working with them, maybe not. We will never know. But they're definitely scaling like crazy. So we have
100K downloads a day, basically. And
yeah,
it's record day this week.
It's insane. And also, look,
sky's the limit, right?
Yeah, if you go down 800 pages of creatives, I mean, we don't have enough time in our lives just to go over all of these. So let's just go through, just for you, one Spanish one, Felix. So I don't know. I don't
know why you always have it on Spanish.
Yeah, it's like, it's not only Spanish. Of course. But it's like all of these relaxing
gameplay.
Altered game, of course, also altered gameplay. You need to alter all of these, but just go here, check this. Playing this game 10 minutes a day will relax your mind.
Session lengths are 11.3. So
let me just go. Yeah, there you go. 1 second. If I just go here and then type word search explorer and just go Google Play.
You still have the same screen. You still have the same screen.
I know, but it's not on Google Play. It's actually on iTunes, I guess.
What, different store screenshots? Or
yeah, they have this in their first screenshot. Oh fuck, they don't. Oh my god, they're using actually custom product pages, I guess, because I wanted to show you this. Basically, what you saw there, the first screenshot. Yeah, so
learn new words.
This is amazing. Yeah, this is amazing. Learn new words, but in the store they have a slightly different thing, which was in the first screen of that game video. That's what I tried to say.
You mean mobile against web?
No, I mean this, right? So they're using the same videos or the same video as the main video in the store, so just to increase the conversion rate. I mean, that's something that I wanted to showcase, but it's not on the web, so there you go. Anyway, let's just go back to this card again, and I'm not gonna play all of these, but it's a lot of different playables, and I love it. I just want to show you this.
She's not
what
a
do
teacher.
We have here?
She's not a teacher.
She's not a teacher. Real. She's not real, exactly.
I can see it.
I know Jakub is already an expert on AI.
How did you see? Because the mouth movements or what?
I just seen too much AI, man.
Yeah, you see, as soon as you see a lot of AI, you are able to. If she's holding this, yeah, you immediately see it. She's holding the cup, but honestly, it doesn't mean shit. Like the whole emotion or like
small frames,
inaccuracies,
stuff like that.
Yeah, you see that. Yeah, but that's what I want to show you. So they are using all of these different things. So let me just go into my favorite.
It's so easy to do it these days. I can do this. Like it's like what 20 minutes.
You're usually doing slightly less clothes on these. Anyway, so it's harder than you think. It's all also on Facebook on the static images. I mean, in here, you can't really go beyond the gameplay. I mean, it's almost like with the hyper casual
But is
games.
this altered format of like words on the
It
left,
is.
crosswords on the right? Yeah.
Yeah. You have all of these different things harder than you think.
Yeah.
It's you have up and down, whatever else.
So no heavy Einstein usage.
I haven't seen that much of these, but I'm pretty sure there is some
Nail polish finger.
kind of. It's there's a lot of different localization, as you said.
Moves so fast I didn't even see the nail polish
It's
color.
Português. Ah,
Yeah.
queijo.
There you go. What? Wait. Oop.
Leite. So that's
It is,
bread.
yeah,
That's
there
bread,
is.
milk, eggs.
Nice. There you go.
Now
Types
my
of swimming.
Portuguese.
So that's good. Harder than you think. So they're using a lot of short videos. Okay, interesting.
5 seconds videos.
5 second.
What do you
video.
do with those?
You know what you do with 5-second videos? AI. You have 5 second, 10 second. I mean, I was pretty sure this is not AI. But it's a static. But it's a static image, right? This is the most important part. Like
AI has big problems with text.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Very few models that can do text properly.
Yeah. Let's see if we go to May and then just the new creatives only. It's going to be all of these. Can you solve harder than you think? All these.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween, yeah.
This game is so addicting.
5 seconds.
Again, it's a very short form, which is really weird. But anyway, I can
US
see
national
this.
parks. That was interesting.
Yeah,
So
it's like
thematic, basically.
Yeah, you need to play a lot with the different words and how everything is.
So this needs to be hyper localized, basically.
Yes, exactly, very much. So you use all of this in US, very US tailored, all the geo tailored, country specific. You see, there's your. It's majority is US and then the rest of. Let's see if you go. Uplavin is the biggest channel. Anyway. Yeah, it's the biggest channel.
US, Brazil, India, Mexico, Turkey, Philippines, France, UK. Okay.
Can you clear the board? You know where we go, where we saw where you can you clear the board?
Yeah.
It's all of this you can play. You don't really need anything really extra crazy in here, but I would definitely.
Man, I hated doing these in school.
I can imagine.
I think like there's
Statisdom. I can see this is your nemesis.
But I think we're kind of sounding like this is also simple and everything.
No.
But this is definitely not simple at all.
Conversion rates, and it's like it makes a lot of difference. How, like, which word do you use? What kind of if you go from left to right, what kind of background do you use? I would actually yes, obviously.
Something we forgot to mention during the game review as well. It's super polished. It's super polished. Like the game is very polished, right? Like it's very satisfying dragging your finger and finding the words.
I would maybe do a little bit more. It's this relaxing stuff that Calm is doing, all the rain on the different backgrounds, and like, oh, you play this for 10 minutes and then whatever, like all of these, but different messaging because let's see if I actually. Yeah, you have, I mean, your brain is kind of old. You don't see the different, 100 old. So you have all of these.
Lowering the year trick. Yeah, we've seen that a few times.
Of course. Super relaxing, but then let's see if
is that Pearl as well? Like a Pearl background?
Here?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Kind of postcard. Let me just go if I can go to call.
Everything in the game looks like random stock images. That's the best part.
I mean,
even the collectible album.
See, like, train your attention span by staying like something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't really hear the rain in the background, like very.
But ASMR
music and the whole area, like relaxing type of stuff, and I can really see this video and then the overlay of the text on top of it, and then just doing the crosswords and all the word stuff instead of get off.
What was this app for?
Calm.com.
Calm.
Calm.com. Okay.
Yeah, Calm.
What it does?
A meditation app.
Makes you calm.
Makes you calm. Yeah. Good. Lower your anxiety level. So look, this is exactly like what I would do, and I think like they're kind of started doing that, but yeah. So this is like, I think they could really get a lot of inspiration from these apps. Already doing that with the like play 10 minutes and like. So yeah. Anyway, they're doing a lot of things, right? So
shall we summarize with our scores and then
you know what?
wrap it up?
I think maybe I didn't see it, but maybe they're also running a CTV ad. I'm not sure.
I didn't see it there, but do you think they are?
I didn't see it there, but like maybe we can ask.
Where would they be running it then?
I would definitely try to call.
It's there in Matty's pocket.
Yeah. It's in my pocket. Yeah, I would definitely call our dear sponsors, Vibe. So if you want to grow your brand with CTV, Vibe.co, it makes it insanely easy because it's simple streaming TV ad platform out there. Whether you're scaling fast or you're a startup, Vibe can help you drive real business outcomes, not just impressions. Check out that Vibe.co. It's Vibe.co. So there you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sure. Of course, me too. Anyway,
Yeah. So ratings. You go, Felix.
I mean, he will say 15 out of 10.
No, I mean, like, honestly, like, I didn't see the Moloko. That's a bit weird. I guess maybe they have it, but maybe they don't. Like, very surprising if they don't. But if they don't, that's a big blunder. Otherwise, everything looked good on the mediation side. One thing I guess that they're sacrificing is just retention for monetization now. But yeah, the banner on the home screen and then the app open interstitials, easy way to add a lot of revenue, right? Nearly 10 million, right? So I guess if I'm just looking at the monetization, let's give it an 8 out of 10. But I guess when they turn on the monetization in full with those 3 things, then it's a 10 out of 10.
For me, definitely like 8.5. Other thing, again, I would can add on is, as I said, like finish the Royal Match stuff. You can do it.
Make what would be the 3 things? Yeah. What would be the 3 things that you'd add? Yeah.
Royal Match stuff, the event triggers, like in full rotation. The collectible album, make it more impactful, season, yada yada yada, the usual stuff, and then I don't want to say fail states because they know what they're doing. There shouldn't be fail states, should be as it is, so they know what they're doing better than me. And by the way, thanks for the neat trick. I'm going to use it now in my garage arsenal of ad placements. That's very good.
The rewarded placement leaving the store is. I don't know why that's not a thing more. Like it's genius.
Today. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, there you go. And I think it's easily 9 out of 10. All of the
scale.
All that scale. I mean, seriously, like all those creatives, it's insane. I would assume you could get way more about UA channels in here as well. Because that means like we're missing Moloko for sure, TikTok as well, and Integral I don't see there. So definitely something that they can improve. So overall, pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Be sure to subscribe and join all the channels, and also check out the links in the show notes for the MAU parties because there is gonna be a lot of them in my Skylog. Definitely at least 3 coming. So join us. And see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.